In the realm of sports, disrespectful players can be found in every discipline, but the MLB stands out with a record of its own. One glaring example is Carlos Zambrano, known for his explosive temper, who infamously resorted to punching his teammate. The league's history is dotted with such incidents, showcasing a side of the game that fans and players alike would rather forget. Despite the great talents and camaraderie that baseball fosters, the MLB has also witnessed moments of unsportsmanlike behavior that have left a mark on its legacy. Number 10. Prince Fielder, known for his entitled behavior, has been caught in a long-standing feud with his father, former MLB player Cecil Fielder. He seems driven by a desire to prove his worth and chase personal stats, even at the expense of team success, all to silence his father's criticisms. Fielder's penchant for showing off for his dad is coupled with a reputation for being lazy. When confronted about his fielding by Manny Parra, he resorted to blaming his father, leading to a heated altercation. His time in Detroit was marred by weight gain, making him unpopular with fans. However, after a trade to the Rangers, Fielder managed to get back in shape and deliver an impressive performance. Despite this, his selfish and disrespectful behavior toward teammates remains a widely held perception. Number 9. Kevin Youkilis earned a reputation for his aggressive collisions at home plate, showing little regard for the well-being of himself or others. These actions drew disrespect from fellow players, as he frequently injured not only his opponents, but also himself. Protective pitchers retaliated by throwing at Youkilis, further fueling his temper, leading to confrontations like the one with Rick Porcello. Even his teammates were not spared from Youkilis' hot-headedness. Manny Ramirez was upset with him for throwing bats and helmets after poor play appearances. After leaving the Red Sox and joining the Yankees, Youkilis lost the respect of both fans and players alike. Though he got into arguments with teammates, his issues with them were overshadowed by the next player on the list. Number 8. Zambrano, a notorious hothead, has been plagued by temper issues, leading to his casual disrespect for the game and subsequent mandatory anger management by the league. In his early career, while facing struggles, he confronted his catcher after an error, resorting to punches before being separated. In 2010, during a game, Zambrano's ejection in the 7th inning triggered a furious outburst. He launched a tirade at the umpire, tossing his mitt and the ball to left field in frustration. Later, he took his anger out on a Gatorade dispenser, smashing it with a bat. Zambrano's lack of respect for the sport and sportsmanship was evident in his actions, prompting the league to intervene with anger management measures. Number 7. Delmon Young, the next player on our list, was a talented star with a troubling temper. Tampa drafted him as the first overall pick in 2003, and he worked his way up through the minors. Brimming with ego and confidence, Young's disrespect for the game soon surfaced. Initially, he clashed with an umpire over a call, but his behavior took a darker turn in 2006 when he hurled a bat at an unsuspecting ump, striking him in the torso. Despite making it to the big leagues, Young's attitude problems led to his transfer to the Twins. After some self-improvement and weight loss, he enjoyed a few productive years before facing setbacks that pushed him to the minors, Australian, and Venezuelan leagues. Delmon Young's story serves as a stark reminder of how a promising career can be derailed by a disrespectful attitude. Number 6. Milton Bradley earns the next spot on the list for his continuous issues with umpires and teammates. His disrespect extended to physically confronting umpires over balls and strikes, a major breach of baseball's unwritten rules. Bradley's bad attitude got him ejected from games repeatedly, and he even injured his ACL while attempting to attack an umpire. His tantrums were notorious, like when he threw dozens of baseballs onto the field in frustration. The suspension followed in 2004 after an altercation with a fan. Bradley's problems also spilled outside the stadium, leading to a police chase and domestic abuse charges. His disrespectful demeanor caused trouble with every team he played for, making him a true hothead in baseball history. He sought counseling for his temper. Number 5. Nigel Morgan's short temper and disrespectful behavior made him infamous in 2010. When mocked by Phillies fans, instead of ignoring it, he intentionally hit a ball into the crowd, striking a man. Even an overturned suspension didn't deter his antics. A collision at home resulted in a separate shoulder for the catcher, leading to retaliation from the pitcher who threw a fastball at Nigel. Further incidents escalated tensions, culminating in a mound brawl with punches thrown. Later, he faced criticism for a contentious encounter with a fan while going for a foul ball. Nigel's disregard for the rules and his confrontational nature earned him a reputation as a walking powder keg on the baseball field, making him one of the most infamous players of his time. Number 4. Hall of Famer Ty Cobb's name on this list may astonish some, as time has veiled his true nature. In his heyday, Cobb was not just a talented player, but also a dirty cheater. He resorted to tripping runners and intentionally stepping on infielders' toes to gain an edge. Moreover, he would slide into opponents with sharpened cleats, aiming to inflict harm. Cobb's darker side extended beyond the field. He was openly racist, refusing to play on grounds maintained by black workers. He even attacked a disabled man who dared to comment on his behavior. Despite his Hall of Fame status, Cobb's legacy is tarnished by his mean-spirited and menacing disrespect. Number 3. Carlos Gomez is infamous for his aggressive style and disregard for baseball's unwritten rules. He's no stranger to barking insults or inciting bench-clearing brawls. His arrogant showboating after hits often riled up pitchers. In one incident, after being hit by a pitch, Gomez hit a home run and taunted the pitcher while casually strolling to first base, angering the opposing team. Gomez held grudges against pitchers who hit him, seeking retaliation in various ways. He was also a notorious trash talker, but struggled to handle it when others talked back. On one occasion, he almost fought a fellow player who mocked his bunting skills. Though once considered a rising star, Gomez's career was overshadowed by his confrontational and disrespectful demeanor on the field. Despite his talent, he'll be remembered as a hot-headed player with a penchant for causing trouble. Number 2. Francisco Rodriguez, also known as K-Rod, gained infamy for assaulting his girlfriend's father in the clubhouse, making him one of the most disrespectful players in history. His arrogance was evident as he boldly disregarded critics, claiming he would do as he pleased and cared little about others' opinions. Such a demeanor was concerning, given his underlying anger issues. Perhaps channeling that frustration into his performance would have been more productive. K-Rod's immaturity manifested in petulant outbursts whenever he failed to secure a save. He treated teammates disrespectfully, flipping them off and casting blame on everyone but himself for the mishaps. Unsurprisingly, his behavior alienated him from others, with even respected players like Mariano Rivera requesting distance from him in the locker room. The striking similarity between his nickname and K-Rod seemed to symbolize a shared sense of arrogance and egocentrism. K-Rod's reputation will be forever marred by his actions and attitude, leaving a cautionary tale for future players. Number 1. At the pinnacle of the list sits Alex Rodriguez, also known as A-Rod, a player notorious for being the most disrespectful in MLB history. From opponents to teammates, fans, and the media, A-Rod has left a trail of animosity and hatred. Casual fans are put off by his cheating and excessive ego, while loyal Mariners and Texans fans feel betrayed by his decision to leave. Red Sox fans still resent his blatant cheating and bad attitude at Fenway Park. A-Rod's list of outrageous antics includes knocking the ball out of the first baseman's mitt during the 2004 ALCS, earning him the infamous nickname A-Rod Slaps Balls. His personal life has been marred by cheating on his wife with strippers and prostitutes. He has also been accused of distracting outfielders with his antics, using steroids for years, and displaying an ego with 2 paintings of himself as a centerpiece. While occasional remorse surfaces when he's called out for his behavior, A-Rod's actions have labeled him a fraud, and his manager even criticized his obsession with his success over the teams. Despite all the disrespect, A-Rod managed to avoid a total baseball ban, unlike other players who faced severe consequences for their actions.